Hi guys, it is 2:03 p.m. on Sunday, the 95th day. I think I'm doing this. So here is your daily dose of hope. And I'm wearing kind of a funny shirt. I like it. It says, "I don't sweat, I sparkle." And I came up with an idea. I think it was last night. Because I am getting stuff done, but my brain is not registering it. So I have these mini Post-its. I'll show you. Oh, like itty bitty Post-its, but like decent size, And I've got 4 colors of them. So what I did is I made categories. I started out like I was basically brainstorming. So I was like, how can I help, like for the next couple weeks, which is kind of crazy, still get in my brain and have it register that I'm making progress? Like, how can I visually do that? And I've done other things in the past, but I knew I needed something that had like a big visual impact that I already have and all of that. So I made categories, and I think I made like 10, So I said, okay, let's just pick 4 categories, and so I'm using pink, green, yellow, and blue. And pink is for self-care. So anything I do that's related to self-care, like drinking at least 80 ounces of water a day, taking a shower. I put my meditations and my tappings on there too. Green is for growth. So anything like my language practice, making videos, posting, like something where it helps me grow and expand potentially. And then yellow, I think, is for, I think that would be for like cleaning. Yeah, that would be like cleaning. So for instance, I did do my bathroom cleaning routine after my shower today, and it worked, And so I'm going to do that, and I have, like a bookcase, and I'm putting them on the side of the bookcase so that my brain can see, at a moment's glance, that progress is still happening despite how chaotic it might feel, or, just feel like you're getting dragged under all the time. I spontaneously ended up tutoring my daughter for 2 hours in math today, and that alone was awesome. Like, that really was awesome. But afterwards, it was like, oh my gosh, like, that was a lot of mental, emotional, when I think I'd eaten a little bit, but I had not, but I did wake up. So last night I felt the pull to stay awake for no reason, and I was like, so I think it was by 10:15 I won the battle, and I was like, no, turn on that meditation, go to bed. So I did do that. And then I don't remember when I woke up today. I know it was before 7, but and I did a meditation, and I think I did 2 meditations and like 3 tappings. Then I was doing a sun salutation. My daughter came in, and I was like, well, hold on, but then found out what she needed, which was not even something needing. It was more just, but I'm proud of myself because I realized my nervous system was like, oh yeah, we don't matter, And so when she left, I'm like, I'm restarting this. Like, I matter too. And I hadn't even made it downstairs. It was like, let me drink some water. Like, let me wake up, on some level first, please. But that being said, I did all that. And I've eaten, I guess all I've really eaten is some chicken this morning, but I've drank at least 50 ounces, maybe more. I took my like vitamin C. And like I said, I did my language practice, and I took a shower. Actually, I took a bath first after the math. I took a bath. That rhymes. And I listened to another meditation. I released some tears, and I told myself, that's okay, we're just releasing. And then I took a shower, and then I told myself I wanted to make a video, and I said, well, then let's use this to our advantage, right? So I did 10 push-ups and 10 crunches before doing this video. So it's basically like, it's that kind of thing where if you were like, do you think if you had this resource and this resource and this resource, it would be easier? It's like 100%. Like, I know what I need, right? I can't have exactly what I need right now. So that's no longer my focus. My focus is what can I do right now to still potentially, you know, garner some of that feeling that I want to feel. And the facts are, I feel pretty good at this moment because I realize, like, I'm putting it on there, like it's visual and it's pretty. And it was just like, I realized the beliefs that were going in my head. I helped my daughter dispel some of her beliefs. And there's just like a lot on my shoulders. But that's kind of my point, is like, I'm still figuring out what I can do in the meantime, because in a couple weeks things will drastically be different, and that's when I can spend my energy on other things. But so that being said, I guess I could do a body doubling actually up here. I'll think about it. But yeah, I've already done a lot today, and of course been there for her. And I was thinking, like, well, why, and kind of going even deeper, I was like, why do you have to be productive in order to whatever? And I thought, that's not what it is, though. The facts are, when you're like a single parent, you're not really getting to relax that much anyway. It just doesn't, I mean, I guess technically, but that's not what I want to be present, is my point, in whatever I'm doing, and I want to do a good job in whatever I'm doing, So I tutored her for 2 hours because I saw that she was open, like it was just like the right timing, and I knew that would really help her, and I was helping her with her brain, like talking about the brain and everything, which is why I love tutoring and I love helping people. So I don't need to make these post-its, let's say, but that is getting the elephant on board. So I'm going to do that because that's a really, in essence, it's a really simple thing to do that makes a big impact. And that's what I'm all, about, is constantly, not like every second, but, daily refining, like figuring out, what did I like? How can I optimize? And that doesn't stress me out. Every time I do that and I take that step forward, it gives me agency. It shows me things are, how things can be different and improved. And yeah, it just makes me happier. So that being said, here is your reminder to scatter kindness. And like, I'm going to, I think, drink a bunch of water now, but I'm just really excited about this. Like, I'm just already looking up at the post-its, and it's motivating me. It's encouraging me. It's like hitting that I'm making progress, which, I think that's like the best feeling. So I've already like forgotten that I did the push-ups and the crunches, right? But I did do them, and now I have it like written down. And I'm not doing a post-it for every single rep. I think I'm going to do a post-it for every 10 or something like that, because otherwise I'll run out of post-its, because I do so much. Like, I'm just saying, if I do like 10 push-ups a day and I do a post-it for every push-up, that's like a waste of that's a waste of post-its, because I'm also, practical. But yeah, so I think this is a great first incarnation of this idea that came to me yesterday, and I'm feeling a surge of joy from it. And so that's kind of the bottom line, right, is like maximize our joy. So yeah, I think I'm going to go in my rocking chair for a bit now, to be honest, and just let the accomplishments, even just of today, hit, and be like settle in and realize. And then I'm going to work on planning for this upcoming week. So I hope this is helpful in some way, and love you guys. Have a good day.